Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. And look who I have with me. Beautiful Teri Renner. Yay!
And the beautiful
Oh,
Alice.
you're a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here with you. I always love it when you fill in for me because, I enjoy spending time with you. So
I
this
do.
is
I
great.
love spending time just the 2 of us, and it's usually a
Uh-huh.
big group, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, how fun." I get
I
to all to
know.
myself. You know
Uh-huh.
what's funny? So, you had some numerology done, and they said to start using Alice.
Right.
I had some numerology done, and they said to start using my maiden name, Johnson, instead of Renner.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm gonna start doing that, you guys.
I think for at least, your YouTube channel, perhaps, or
Yeah,
if it works
yeah,
really well. So I gotta tell you something very interesting. Since I've changed my name,
yeah.
um, first I got a settlement from Wells Fargo Bank, and, that was really a surprise, and it was a nice surprise. It was quite a bit of money. And
Wow.
so, then Keith got paid for a client he had 3 years ago that he never got paid for. And then I noticed my Social Security gets direct deposited in the 3rd week of the month,
Yeah.
and I got a direct deposit on the 4th of the month, but I didn't know if it was for me or Keith, and it was a weird amount of money. So I went to Social Security to see if I could find out what it was. I couldn't find out anything. I asked him to do it. And then finally, I noticed the next day when it had gone through that it was said my name. So I said,
Oh,
okay,
good.
so we nailed it down here. That's me, not him. So I go in, and there's a letter in my, probably on its way to me, that says, um, this is your new amount. And it's like another $100 a month or something. And
Okay.
it said, blah, 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 something, something. And I thought, so I took the difference between the one I get and the one that they said times 9 months. And that was the exact amount of money. So what happened was once they got my taxes and I had a different income, I want everybody to know this. If you make
Yeah.
money, I think it's the 3 to 5 top incomes you've ever had, that's what they use to figure your Social Security. So if you still work and you make more money, they'll upgrade you.
Oh, I
I
didn't
know.
know that. I
Yes.
didn't know that. That
Yeah.
is excellent to know.
It is
And they won't
excellent.
fine you for getting Social Security and making more money.
Oh, they kind of do because I still have to
Yeah.
pay taxes on it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'd rather pay taxes on it than not ever have it. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
if I wait and wait. Of course, I'd have to start taking it next year because you have to start taking it before 70. But I took it at 66 and a quarter or whatever it was that I could. And I primarily did that because my mother died like 3 months after starting Social Security. So I thought, I'm not gonna, I want to get some of this anyway because I've worked my
Yeah.
whole life for it. So yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
I was
worth it.
gonna wait, but my girlfriend, her accountant told her to take it early.
Yeah,
Just take it.
yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
"The difference is not gonna be that big a deal."
It isn't really that big of a deal. I didn't take it at 65, no, 62, though.
Yeah.
I waited till it was the middle one, but I didn't want to wait to 70. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to. But yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true, Lisa. You could only make a certain amount of money until you reach 67, then you can receive. Oh, well, you can't make as much as you want, but yeah, you do have to still pay taxes. Yes, Lisa. Yeah. Because that was, I know it isn't great that you have to pay, but it's still okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than
Yeah.
not having it at all. Right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the money and the taxes.
The
So,
money and the
all of it.
taxes. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep. So thanks, everybody. So if that helps you guys out, I hope it does, because there are things that we all just don't know. And for instance, it took me forever to figure out that as a worker at um, a public school system, that I could pay for 10 years and then not have to pay anymore for my student loans. I didn't know that. And so
Oh,
and I also, they didn't bother to tell me back in 2008 that I could pay into, or I could get, what do you call it? 401, 403B. It's like a
oh,
401.
yeah.
So I didn't start doing it till 2011, and I wasted 3 years without. So if you know something that can impact a lot of people, I think it's a great idea to bring it up. So
Yeah, I
change
agree.
your name to Johnson and start getting money.
Everybody do that. No.
There you go.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a more, it's an 8. My name is an 8 then instead of a 6. And a
8 is
6,
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
a 6 is good,
Mhm.
but it's not the
Mhm.
money, it's
Yeah.
happiness, it's
Yeah.
peace,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, and there's
serenity.
a 6 embedded in an 8, so there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Why not
take the
get the
8.
more beneficial one? That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna say hi to some folks. Teresa Levine is here. Kim B. Annie Bear. Hello, dear. I loved your pictures of your clouds that
Oh
you
my
sent.
gosh, we were talking about 'em, Annie.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Marby, CJ, Mary Hernandez Walker, Brenda's here from Imagine with Me, Viviani, Wiki. Did someone say shenanigans? Chick from Ohio, Tanita's here, Carolina, Anya Ashdown. Much love to you, sweetheart. We're still fingers crossed tomorrow's the day for your electricity. I can
Yeah.
tell you this, that the workers, the guys on the pole workers, and I don't mean pole dancers, but you know, they're doing a fabulous job. They are amazing people bringing up everybody's electric. Yeah,
They are. They come in from all over the country.
that
Those
they
guys are
do.
amazing. I've had
They
them in
are.
my backyard a couple of times.
Have you? They're
Yeah.
really good guys. Yeah. Yes, the peacock feathers. Terry's found lots of really cool backgrounds for me. So there you go. And there's Clarence. Nice to see you, Clarence. Karen Doyle. Joyful Journey, my birthday twin. Sandra
Oh,
Dole. Craig Dixon. Lisa, as I mentioned earlier, it's nice to see you too. And let's see. Anybody else sneak in? Da, 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 da. Did I say Marby? I think I did.
I think
Uh,
you did.
okay.
Um, yeah.
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 I should teach a class on it, Karen. Probably should. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Uh-huh.
sure there's a YouTube somewhere. I don't know, maybe not.
Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah.
The funny thing
I'm
is,
scared of it.
well, the funny thing is that if you do it, there's always somebody ready to criticize you because you either forgot something or you said something. So sometimes, I mean, I used to do taxes for 30 years, and now I got people calling me up with tax questions. But like my stepdaughter wanted to ask me about an LLC and all this. I don't know anything about that, and I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't know. But if it's
Yeah.
an individual tax return, I will talk to her about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
LLCs are a hassle. I
yeah.
had one for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet, I bet.
Yeah. Too much.
Oh, Lisa, let's see. We'll do a reading on it. How about that, Lisa?
Yeah.
Um, Kentucky sent people to help with the hurricane. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Da, 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 da. All right. Very good. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm sure we'll see some more people. Please put in any questions that you'd like. And we will try to read for you. We'll definitely try to read for you today. um, but yeah, I'm concerned still about what we don't know about some of the places that are not accessible during the hurricane. And I am concerned about Milton because Hurricane Milton is now forming in the Gulf. So everybody make certain you have, and Anya can tell you, batteries for your what do you call it, for your flashlight,
Chargers. Yeah.
propane for your propane tank if you have a generator, lots of water. It's never bad to have, even if you just put standing water, you can always boil it later. But if you have a gas, I guess if you have a gas situation. Hi, Connie. Um, okay, Tanita, I got it. Thank you. But yeah, and everybody actually in every area of our country, there are things that can happen in every area. I mean, there's tornadoes. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So, Teri, you look great, Viviani says.
Oh God, Viviani, thank you. And I just
Mhm.
want to say that Viviani is doing a fabulous job, and I love your hair, Viviani.
Did
She's
she do something different with it? Did
oh,
she?
she had blue streaks the other day, and
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
think I don't know if they're permanent or semi-permanent, but I loved them. She's tearing it
Okay.
up with John Benny. Just incredible
Oh,
job, Viviani. Yeah,
oh,
incredible.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome. John's such
yeah,
a nice man. Yeah, that's great.
he's
Yep,
sweet.
yep. I started to watch. I watched this show the other day on Netflix, and it's kind of slow. It's called Penelope, and it's about a young girl who's out in the Cascade Mountains in Washington State, and she's kind of run away from home, so to speak. And the things that she has achieved, of course, it's a character, but she's achieved all these things, like she could start fire with a flint, and she can do all these things from a book. And anybody like that, I just get really impressed by. I really do. It's amazing. But again, I know it's a TV show, so
Yeah,
um,
it is really impressive. My mom always said, know how to do something
yep,
that in case
yep,
everything
that's
goes to
right.
you know what.
Yep,
And
yep,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
I've
true.
got one of those big Berkey water filters that you can put creek
Oh, good.
water in, and it filtrates it. It's just
Hmm.
a really good
Oh,
filtration
that's
system,
great.
and you
Yeah,
can travel with it. So,
yeah. Hi Michelle and hi Maureen. It's nice to see you and Warrior Girl. I want to tell you the truth about FEMA. Um, um, you know who is telling lies that Biden's sleeping and all this other crapola, and they have sent as the funds that they could to some of these people, but it takes a bit of time.
yeah,
But what you have to know is that, um, first of all, congressmen, I think there's 100 or 150 congress people and 35 senators, including Rand Paul and a few, Rick Scott. They would not approve FEMA funds. And those states that they're in are definitely affected by that and need the FEMA funds. And so President Biden asked Mike Johnson to please get everybody back to Washington. They're on an October break, so they could get more FEMA funds approved. And he said, no, we're going to wait till after the election. After the election. So if FEMA doesn't have the money and they're not helping, we need to let people know there's a very good reason why, and it has three initials: GOP.
yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Write your congressman. I'm sure I
Absolutely.
need to write my Congress people because I'm in
Oh
Missouri.
yes, you're wonderful, Josh Hawley, who actually isn't from Missouri. He
No,
lives in
he's not.
Virginia, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Doesn't
he's in
he?
Virginia. He's actually in a friend of mine's neighborhood, and I keep forgetting to go down and get a Jason Kuntz uh,
Oh yes, yes, yeah.
thing because he's the one
Uh-huh,
that's running against him.
uh-huh.
And I hope he gets in. Anyway, I'm going to send it to her husband. Wants to put it
Good.
in Josh's yard.
Yeah. There you go. That would be a riot. Oh my
I know.
god.
I don't think it'll last, but
Well, he better mask himself all up though, because if he has a camera, he'll know who did it. So yeah,
right.
nowadays you can't get away with too much. Liz and Awe, nice to see you. Vicky Howell, thank you for being a member again. That's wonderful. Thanks,
Aw,
Christine J. I got him at Zenni, Zenni.
they're
And we
so
are.
cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
so cute.
Did I see somebody else that came? Sharon Foster. You're getting hanging out at home, getting ready if the storm comes to Tampa. Rick Scott is going to. Oh, I hope he does. I hope he loses. Was that other lady that is running against him, and I can't think of her name. It's two names, but she's been a congresswoman, so hopefully everybody knows who she is and they'll vote for her. Yeah. Oh,
I
that's
hope
all right,
so.
Vicky. It happens. Vicky, I'm assuming you're already there in Vegas. I hope your trip went well. Yep. All right. Looks like we have quite a number of questions here. So let's begin, I guess.
All righty.
Thank you everybody for being here. All right, Brenda. Yep, we can. All right. So this isn't really a question, but we need to answer this question for you. Find out what the hell is going on. Lisa kept her car, but ever since she kept her car and got it fixed, she's having more problems with her car. So, if I was driving my car more than 4 or 5 times a month, because I don't go anywhere, I would probably try to get a new car. After a certain amount of time, it's like, I know that you can't do that. I'm not, but there's what is it? 7 years car is like, start having problems, I think.
So my dad was like the king of buying used cars. Like, as each one of us, 5 kids, as each one of us got our driver's license, he'd get a $500 car for us. And then that was a long time ago. And then if something broke down, we'd get another $500 car, or we wrecked it. So it worked out. And I bought a lot of used cars for my kids. So but
and my son-in-law, he just bought a new car, and he's Mr. Big Bucks because he works for Microsoft. But I love his new car that I never thought he would, because he just kept fixing his car over and over again. But he could afford to, so good for him. But I can't. Hi, Gray, and hello to Chris Queen and Hypnicity and Lori Hunsinger. And yeah. I think I got. All right, there we go. You called in your truck angel. That's the other thing. Call in your car angels. Yeah.
So I have a Ganesh on my what's it called? On my car, my rear view mirror.
Dashboard? Yeah. Or on the mirror?
On the mirror, I have it hanging in. And if you go to the east, everybody has a Ganesh on their just about, because he's the remover of obstacles, and he's also a great guardian. So I pulled out my Ganesh cards, and I got drive, Lisa, the first thing. Yep.
Here you go. Yep. You got drive? Oh my God.
So take that as it is. You might want to go shopping. They're talking about going on a quest. So I would definitely think about it. Unless you think it's going to be okay. I mean, there's a chance, there's harmony there. But the whole thing might be a mess. So, and it's really good cards, Lisa. So I'm not sure. But should Lisa get a new car? And I get a big yes. Well, Lisa's
she said she can't, because everything will go up, her insurance and everything. So Lisa, I want you to try to work on manifesting money that you can have to do this. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and get a Ganesh.
But there is a way. It just, we don't need to know how.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, because we second guess it. So yeah.
I'm sharing a car with my daughter right now because I don't drive very much either. And it just sits there, and that's not a good investment to have a newer car sitting in the driveway the whole time.
True. Yep.
And but we're at the point where we really need to get 2 cars. But I'm not going to buy one until after the first of the year, because I don't want to pay sales tax, or not sales tax, but property tax on it.
Right.
I mean, that's not smart.
Yep. I have a Ganesh at my front door that's about this big, And I remember being in Kentucky. I had to go to a vascular surgeon. And when I got to his office, there was a Ganesh at the door embedded in the wall. And I walked in and I said to him, I knew I was in the right place because you had Ganesh. And he was, because in Kentucky, I don't know how many people know about Ganesh. That was a
Right?
while ago, but yeah, very interesting.
No, it's true. Still,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, Lisa, your car is attracting a lot of attention. And it says it's time to level up. And because there's been too many tears. So I know you can't afford it, so to speak, but if you can get a Ganesh and practice some prosperity consciousness affirmations, honestly, it really works, but you have to believe it will. And you don't have to know how things will happen. They just will happen. So
Yeah.
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 Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Good luck,
Yeah.
sweetheart. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. I really, truly
Yeah.
am. Yeah, I am.
Especially the heat down there in Florida.
Yeah. Well, no, she's
Yeah.
in Kentucky. She's in Kentucky.
Oh, that's
so.
right. I'm sorry. I was
Oh,
looking
that's
at
all right.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Oh, is Teresa here? Or Teresa?
I was thinking of Teresa.
You were
No.
thinking. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought maybe
I was
she
thinking of
snuck in.
Teresa.
Okay.
No, I didn't have enough coffee, evidently. So
It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Kim, that's such a nice question.
Yeah.
Oh, Annie versus Mark Atha would know what to get. I love that.
For Lisa?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Your spirit team's kind of coming in and telling me, Kim, you're right where you're supposed to be. Like they're really impressed with the job that you're doing.
Wow.
I pulled my angel cards, Doreen Virtue ancient ones that I love. These cards.
Yeah.
She's a little different now. Your spirit team is all around you. Like they are just focused on everything that you're doing, and they're just giving me shivers. They're like so excited about everything you're doing. You might have a new friendship coming in, or they're talking about a friendship that you have right now. It feels like it's somebody from a past life, and something tender to your heart going on. But it's going to be very healing.
Wow.
So, and there's these two beautiful angels healing each other. So, oh, you know they are. You feel them.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. So this is interesting. I when I see this picture, I think of Frida Kahlo, but it's the visionary. You're the visionary. And it says, developing habits and actions to help you turn your visions into reality will guide you on your path to ultimate success and happiness. And the next one I get is perspective. So your perspective is talking to others and getting out of your bubble will help you see things differently. And I think it already has. But this is it. Answers appear when you release the question. Wow.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
I love that.
Oh, what is a Ganesh? Okay. Not a ganache. A ganache is a chocolate cake, and I love that. This is Ganesha, the elephant god in Hinduism. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, there you go. All right. Hi, Colorado hippie hiker, not hunker. By the way, questions are closed, everybody. I got 9 of them here we got to get through. So if you guys wouldn't mind putting that up there, that would be nice. So a future reading on love, career, and well, we'll see what comes out. Sometimes not all 3, but we'll see what we can find out for you. All right.
Tanita, I don't know if you guys remember that song, It's Raining Men. I can't remember. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
They brought that in. Are you meeting? I mean, I think you're gonna be meeting a lot of people.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's, ooh, wow. So, these are hilarious. Okay. So there you are.
Ooh, goddess
Uh,
of the moon.
yeah,
Ooh.
goddess of the moon. So,
Mhm.
making changes, dancing with the moon, going through the cycles of the moon. Just be with the flow. Oh, you
Uh-huh.
do know that song. And then the thinking man. So write
Oh.
out what you want in your partner, whether that's a thinking man or somebody that's funny, somebody that's honest, trustworthy. Um, haven't actually move on since
She
your
lost
boyfriend.
her boyfriend.
Oh,
He
honey.
passed away last year, yeah. So,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
you're open. Okay.
true.
Make a list of everything that you want for the
Yeah.
goodness of all concerned or most benevolent outcome.
Uh-huh.
Um, and don't you don't have to be rigid, but write out what you want. Um, you might have some anxiety about it still.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
which is, you're still probably going through that grieving process, but you're getting open to it. So
Mhm.
start out small. That's okay. And remember to empty that pot, like that pot of grief, that pot of
Mhm.
um, the pot of sorrow, and
Mm.
as you can,
Mhm.
but be gentle with yourself.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got here that you are what they call the Sybil, and, she's very regal, but look at she's got herself a heron that she's with, and it says, "Think twice before sharing what you know with anyone except those who you know without question are ready to hear it." So, I'm guessing that you wanna feel out somebody either at work or in a love relationship before you tell them some of your beliefs or some of the things that you like, because some people get very weird when it's not a belief they believe in. So there's that one. um, it says reinforcement is coming, and so I love that because
Wow.
it's like you're on the hammock and resting, and in the background there's a guy with a hat and he's saying, come on back in, the water's fine." Uh, and it says here that your DNA is healing, which is very, very important right now because we're doing a lot of ancestral healing, and we do our losses and our issues get stuck in our DNA, and they kind of carry with us, and so it says to just release that ancestral stuff and make room for the new. So there you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. At work, you're very vocal. Oh, that's good. Just be careful because you don't want anybody telling somebody a secret and then they get weird about it. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Plus, you want the energy to
Yes.
stay local.
Mhm.
So sometimes if you put it out there too much to too many people, it dissipates. I kind of
That's
find,
true.
but
That's very true.
yeah.
I agree with you. Yep. All
Yeah.
right, Sharon O'Brien. We'll be happy to do that for you. So let's see. I have Sharon, Liz, and Gray, Vicky, Hal, Brenda, Anya for right now, and we're probably going to end up doing a collective read as well. So hang in there, everybody.
That's such a good idea doing that collective read. I
I
never
love
really
doing
think
it.
about that.
Yeah,
That's it.
they like it. Usually
Yeah.
the chat really likes it. So
That is such a great idea.
yeah,
Yeah, Tanita, lots of love to you, honey.
yes, absolutely.
Be gentle with yourself.
Lisa, just get a sticker if you can. If you can get a sticker, that's all you need. You don't need to spend $28 on a Ganesha. Honestly, I
Yeah.
understand completely. Yeah, I do. I do. You know what else you could do? You could just, if you have a printer, you could find a picture, print it off. There it is.
Yeah. You know what I get? In my car, I have a necklace that I bought at the thrift store,
Oh,
and I bless it,
perfect.
and I
Yeah,
have it hanging on my car,
there you go.
and then I put other thrift store. necklaces on with it to give it
Awesome.
extra energy.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah.
Sharon, this is funny. So I feel like you're going through a big cleansing, and that's kind of what they were showing me. They were showing me like you're being showered in light right now.
Mm,
Like
lovely.
new energies coming in, and you're just kind of acclimating. So this is the time for transfiguration. So
Mm,
just watch it, be aware of it. There's the lotus blossom inside that
mhm.
um, ball, uh, and And don't be surprised if some shadow work comes up with that. So seeing that balance and doing that dance. Um, Sometimes when we get a big um, energy blast coming in like that, then it's also going to grow up like with something that happened before. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mm. Wow. All right.
I don't know if that made sense.
When we're saying what we think, it never makes sense to us, but it can make sense to somebody listening. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's great. So I have the mermaid for you, and it says, look below the surface of your emotional reactions to know what is really going on because things are not always what they seem. Boy, is that true. The other thing that I'm seeing for you is you are walking into creation of something new. And I love this one because look, they're all working on the snowman together. And the only thing I can say about this is I know it's fall, but what happens after fall in some parts of the states? It snows. Maybe not in your part, but it's like before winter season. You're creating something that should be good for you before winter. And finally, it says you are a pillar of strength. And I love this because it's a gateway. It says, fortify your resolve and stand strong in your truth and don't let anybody else undermine your faith. So we have to believe in ourselves and know that we're our strongest supporters. And we aren't always able to do that. I was talking to Teri this morning about something that was going on and brought in a lot of doubt for me. And she said, oh, that happens to me too. So see, we're not the only ones that have to that deal with those doubts. Some days it's harder than others. So
And some of you might be quite sensitive and not a warrior, warrior girls here, so you don't have to
yeah,
be.
yeah,
But
absolutely. Yeah,
but that's okay, everybody's different.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I would definitely say to get a rose quartz always, just because everybody needs a rose quartz.
yeah.
Um, what does she need? Maybe for strength, maybe tiger eye.
Tiger eye
Mm,
or turquoise. I'm a huge
oh,
turquoise girl,
yeah.
but,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
protection with that.
Yeah.
But I love tiger eye too,
Yeah.
and rose quartz was exactly what I was gonna say.
Were you? Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we all need a rose quartz, even a teeny tiny, little tiny one, and they don't cost that much. If you go to a metaphysical store, you can get a little piece for, I don't know, under $1 many times. It just depends.
yeah.
But it doesn't matter what the size is. Even though we'd
Mhm.
like the big honker, it doesn't matter because the energy is with whatever one. So,
Yeah, and again, go to a thrift store or Etsy,
yeah.
Annie's saying, but go to a
Yeah.
thrift store and you find that stuff there and just cleanse it when you bring it in. I leave it in my car or the garage for a couple of days. I always do at least 48 hours, and then I
Uh-huh.
bless them when I bring them in.
Absolutely. The only thing you want to make sure that you know is if you are ever cleansing, like I sometimes, if I go by a river and you want to put it in the river and have the river flow over it, you
Oh,
can't do that with some because some of
yeah,
them, like selenite, will disappear. You can't put it
yeah,
in water. So there are some like that.
yeah.
But most of the time, you can. I even at one point many years ago used to put a tiny amethyst into my water glass and drink it like I was drinking the elixir from the amethyst. It was nice. Yeah,
Aw,
it really
nectar
was.
of the gods.
Nectar of the gods. That's right. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Quartz is okay in water, Moira. Yep. You're right. Yep. It surely is. Yep. Okay. Something big is brewing, and I hope it's not the hurricane. All right. Let's check
Yeah.
it out,
Liz
Liz.
is on a little island.
Oh,
Um,
that's awesome.
right off the
Liz, I
Yucatan.
saw your picture. I think it was your picture of a little doggy that you have put diapers on, I think, at this point, because it's an older dog, and it was so adorable. And I saw something that said, older dogs are just as sweet as puppies are. And I find that to be true. Yeah.
I find it to be true with humans too. Like, I love it when people get elderly and they're just sweet, you know?
Yes,
And it's
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
they're like little kids again.
They are like little kids. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, all right. What do we got for you? Woohoo. Mhm. All right.
You
So
go
Liz,
ahead.
okay, I get the resolute. I love this. This woman is resolute in what she believes in. And it says here, if you don't resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear for you to always be in the future or in another's power. And while I don't really believe that you aren't patient or that you haven't endured tough times, because I already know you have, you are resolute in your idea of what it is you want and what you want, who you want to be and what you want to be. And it says storms may bring passion, but not peace. So that's the hardest thing. We can get passionate about something, but it's when those storms create upheaval in our lives that make it really difficult for us. But remember, peace is a choice as well as happiness. And finally, it says, if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. It says to escape.
You might wanna evacuate, Liz,
Okay.
if it looks like it's coming to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know if it
I
was that or if it was that um that she needs to just change where so that would be to leave. Yeah. Change where she is. Yep.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Yep.
Um, I get that you are fully supported, Liz,
Mhm.
and you're always, you know, surrounded, all of us are, by our angels, but you're connected. Like, you
Mhm.
are aware and they are aware that you're aware.
Right.
And I can really feel your anxiety. So, and I don't blame you. I mean,
Yeah.
golly, after what just happened, and I think all of us are sensitive and we can feel the power of that, what just happened, and then to have something else happen. Look at abundance, blossoming abundance. Just know that you're surrounded by love. Yeah, and you've got Zoe there, your angel doggy.
Yeah.
But I get journey too. Just like you got the escape, I got the journey.
Okay.
So you might want to think about evacuating if this looks like a big one.
Yeah. Don't take no place to escape. Okay, so yeah, we'll all call in the angels for you.
Yeah.
And check out on my community page, Eliza Bassett sent in how we can dissipate hurricanes. And it's an idea, and I posted it on my community page. So check it out and work on that. She said when she first went to Maui that she saw this big sign, like it lit up, that said dissipate. And that's what they do there. I guess they pray that it will dissipate. So,
That is so cool. That is so cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
Liz says, interesting and feeling you might be leaving this island. Hope not. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
do, it will be your own choice, I think. And yet don't take any undue risk. Yeah, don't take any undue risk.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. A read from your team. All right, Gray. Sure thing. It's nice to see you.
Great. Do you feel like you're spreading yourself too thin right now? They're just showing me, um, like it's either that or you're really sending out a lot of energy right now. So
Oh,
it feels like, you're just covering a lot of ground, Gray.
mm.
That's what they're showing me.
Wow. Mm.
Let me see what Ganesh has to say about that. Um, Something about acceptance.
Mhm.
So, and again, it's like kind of the solar plexus is what they're highlighting there.
Oh.
So, oh, you're withdrawing. Okay. It feels like something with your solar plexus. So a lot of times that can be your ego, which is not a bad thing that we've got one in this lifetime because we need one when we're on this planet, but also
Mhm.
can be doing shadow work.
Mhm.
Um, okay. You've got determination. Dig deep into your root chakra. I mean, get your strength
Yeah.
and show your power, Greg, because you are amazing. You've got new beginnings coming up.
Mhm.
So, new beginnings, so get ready. And I feel like all of us are kind of withdrawing a little right now from all the energy that came in.
I
So
agree.
that's smart. Yeah, get your power.
Yeah, we need to take our power back. So I got here that you were the dancer, or you are and I don't mean, it's metaphoric, of course. It says you must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic lifetime. Our soul's dance is unending, so your soul remains dancing. However, you did come to the conclusion that life is not a contest that you always have to keep up with. And so I feel like that really goes along with what Teri just said. And I love this because this bunny takes off the head of his disguise. You don't have to disguise your authentic self. But if you're withdrawing, that's okay too, because it allows you to ground yourself and figure out who it is you want to be perceived as. And finally, it said you a long journey. You've waited. You have a long way to go, as we all do, but it's a lovely trip. And wherever you go, go with all your heart. So I feel like
Oh,
it's telling you the dance of life is beautiful for you, but taking the time out to figure out your authentic self and not having to be inauthentic in any way by wearing a mask or whatever is important to all of us, really. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you're welcome.
I
Yeah.
was at a black or a block party the other day, and somebody asked, "How you doing?" And I stopped for a minute, and they said, "Oh, you're thinking about this." And I said, "Yeah, I do. I think about it before I say."
That's great, because a lot of people just say fine, fine, and you know, and they're
Yeah,
not really fine. But my dad used to do the other thing, and he would say, "You got an hour?"
that's a great comeback. That's a great
Yeah,
comeback because
it
it
is.
is. We
Yeah.
wanna be pleasant,
Right, right. Yeah.
but
He
authentic.
made a joke out of it. It was
It's
more like, "Oh,
perfect.
yeah, you got an hour."
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
No, that's a
Um,
good one.
Lisa has
Ugh.
COVID.
Oh, honey, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
everybody please send out lots and lots of love to Lisa. She needs it.
Yeah.
She needs it today. She needs
Lisa,
Yeah.
yeah,
We love you, Lisa. I'm
yeah, we'll
so
put you in the healing meditation tomorrow morning, Lisa.
Absolutely. There you
Yeah.
go. You know Teri's meditations are wonderful. Wow. And extra angels with Liz and with Anya and with our Florida gals and guys and Georgia and the Carolinas and Tennessee and all those places. Oh, well, I guess we can't do the next question if I don't put it up. Thank
I
you,
just got one
Gray.
card for him,
Yeah.
whoever it is.
So Miss Vicky just went back out to Vegas from her home in Missouri. She had
Ooh,
come back and stayed for about a month, I think, and now she's back and she's doing readings. She's got a metaphysical gal she works with, and so you need to you have
wow.
your apartment set up. How exciting! That's fun. Yeah. Yep. Wow.
Wow. That makes a lot of sense because I get, um, cleansing coming in. So
Ah.
that rainbow energy is coming in and the changes of the moon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, Also, there's a lotus blossom behind that rainbow beam. So, it's like you're going through a big cleanse. You're starting a new lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I get the moon in detriment, which is actually a good thing because that's about cutting your losses, letting go of the past.
Yeah.
So you're making this big change. Bam, get rid of that old stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gone.
Yep. Yep.
Um, and then you get the card of intuition. So I love that you're doing readings,
I
Vicky.
know. Isn't
Yeah,
that great? Yeah.
it's like,
That's good.
and the law of attraction. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of people around you. You're going to be drawing in people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did that already, Vicky? Okay, well, they're acknowledging that and they love it. But
Uh-huh.
you get the law of attraction. I feel like you're going to have a really successful time there. Like you're in the
I think
right
so
place
too.
at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just you and Larry and your little dog.
Oh,
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. So by the way, everybody, not apparently outside of Las Vegas, there's is it a 30-foot or a 60-foot naked Trump? So, I mean, it's anatomically there, everything. So
correct.
I haven't seen it
Okay.
all, but I don't want to either. Yes, but the big belly, everything. I thought, what do they think of next? Anyway. All right. So you are the seeker, and you sought out what you wanted. It says the meaning of life is to seek ways to give your life meaning, doing with gratitude, patience, and compassion for others and yourself. And that's what you did. I get here that, you cleared up the confusion, and I'm guessing, unpacking and all that other stuff, which is always can't find your toothbrush or whatever, so you've gotten through that. It says here there's something that may be a hidden danger. I'm not saying this for fear in any possible way, but it could be something as small as watch out when you take the dog out that the dog's leash is tight. I mean, I don't know if the dog runs off or whatever. Just be careful, be vigilant at this point. But this is a nourishing environment for you. So it's not, everything is looking really good. And you have reached the promised land. You have reached your goals. So don't stop. Take every opportunity you can. And I think you're doing that very thing. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
it sounds like she's really getting that law of attraction and abundance and the promised land. It's like, wow, I want some of that, Vicky.
Yes, Vicky, there is a mushroom there apparently, but I only saw this on YouTube of all things, and they pixelated that part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you've got really, really, you're in a beautiful place, and you and Larry, we wish you the very best in your new location. Yeah. So very good. All right. So we've got Miss Brenda. Her little cat, Emma, she's very ill based on too gross to describe situation you had to clean up. Oh, poor baby. We get the drift. Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry. All right. So I pulled 3 cards with just words on them, but it's that nice deck. And Emma needs protection. Look at this. It's like the alligator slips and falls. I'm feeling as though Emma feels really bad for the situation, but her equilibrium is off. And I'm wondering if she's got any kind of inner ear. Yeah. That's very possible. You might want to ask the vet. Because she said she left a calamity for you and she feels really bad about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think probably a trip to the vet might be a good idea. I'm sorry, dear. Yeah. They really feel bad when they do something that upsets you. They do. Dogs and cats.
Yeah. Yeah. They get so, like bashful and,
like, oh, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm sorry I did that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So they show me 3 orbs, and then they showed it to me 3 times. That's the number 9.
Mhm.
So, I don't know if that's talking about 9 lives or, that she's gonna get better through that, or it's gonna be 9 days or 9 weeks or 9 hours, or maybe
Uh,
until the 9th of this month.
oh, maybe. Yeah.
Um, and then the 3 comes in again with those 3 portals. Her guardian angels are watching her. I mean, they're from the angelic realm, I firmly believe. Um, I would definitely, take her to the doctor,
Uh-huh.
um, have that intention.
Mhm.
Um, I get a lot of harmony and abundance around it, but they might do some tests. So I get the study
Ah,
card.
yep.
You might just run some tests on her. And they're also pointing out that there's some of those drive-through places that you can go to. I've got one like 8 blocks from my house. You can go to the vet tomorrow. Yeah. And and I've got one not very far away from my house, Brenda, and it's a drive up, and my vet works there half time,
Wow.
to help out. But
So I can't tell you what I'm imagining. An old bank building, and you put your cat in the little thing at the drive up.
I love
Sorry,
that.
sorry. Yeah, it just came in my
Push her on
mind.
through.
Yeah,
Aw,
yeah.
I hope that works out,
Oh,
yeah.
I hope, Brenda, that your Emma's gonna do better. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
hard. That's so
little
hard.
baby.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So I've got one more, but I know I saw somebody here who wanted to hear from somebody on the other side whose name was Dave. If you're
Oh,
here, can you put it back in? Because I can't find it. And we'd like to do that for you. I just
yeah.
happen to remember that. So put it back in if you would, if you're still here. Um, all right. You're really looking forward here, huh, Anya? She hasn't got electricity. She doesn't have, but she wants to know about her job. Oh my God. Yeah. Does this make you rethink where you're living? Because who would have thought? I mean, you lived in Florida for so many years, and there, you had that hurricane stuff. But
Yeah,
okay.
the first thing they showed me was a box, and then they were talking about a moving box, so I don't know if, that means moving jobs or moving, oh, and this could be a are you applying to places that you would relocate to? Um,
I don't think she wanted to relocate, but I'm wondering now if she does because just it's funny because I did a reading for her, and then we did a reading for her the other day, and she said, "Will I be moving?" And we got a yes, she will. And she was surprised because she thought this was like the last place she'd ever moved to. You kind of hunkered in for the long haul, but yeah,
yeah, I get that you're really supported.
uh-huh.
Um, so you've got, like, all sorts of energy around you,
Hmm.
um, for taking care of obstacles, it's the Ganesh cards. Like, you've got excellent cards, prosperity, so you can't get much better than that on you. And also the goddess of the moon, and that's about making changes.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Change.
Yeah, David Bowie. Yeah. Thanks, Sarah Burrells. Thank you. I knew I should have remembered it was you, but thank you. Okay. You're not going back to Asheville. No, staying here for the time being. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, who is Dr. Pole? Pol, Sandra. Do I know this person? Okay. Well, I have the same thing Teri did. You're divinely protected. And I think you already know that anyway, because you've even said that. You felt lucky that, you were where you were. But right now they're saying you are expending enough energy. You don't need to suck the life out of yourself by worrying about a job right this minute. So that's kind of what, and look at this. I get Neptune, and I think it's saying you're still dealing with the flooding and the mess going on, and that's your obstruction at this point. So they're wanting you to feel at ease and emotionally controlled before you even think about new job and timing. But I understand. I would say, give it a couple of weeks and you can ask the question again. But
Yeah. Her best
your
friend's
best,
moving to Ashland.
oh, you should
Yeah.
move with your friend. You'd be very close to me. I wouldn't mind. I'm trying to get
Right?
everybody out here. Of course,
I
there's
know,
things
I'm
out
gonna
here
come
that could
visit.
happen. Things can happen anywhere. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just it, right? I mean, how
Yeah.
many of us were looking at Asheville because Asheville's supposed to be climate friendly?
Yeah. That's what a lot of people felt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and like the Sedona of the East. So, yeah.
Thanks for letting me know. It's a veterinarian that's online. Okay. All right. Mount Adams is rumbling wiki.
Ay, ay,
Well,
ay.
I'm right in the path of Mount Rainier. If there's a lava flow, I have to go one way or the other. But my son's in Tacoma. I'll go stay with him. Anyway. Money-wise, Anya, I don't know what to tell you about that right now. Of course, there are no jobs in like places like art dealerships or anything like that anymore because some of those art dealers have lost. I guess the Biltmore, from what I can see, has major, major damage to it. And so I'm sure the other things in the area also do it. 6 earthquakes at Mount Adams.
Wow.
I didn't know that. All right. Thank you. All right. We have Sandra. I'm sorry. I keep saying Sandra. Sarah Broyles. Her dad is named Dave. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sarah. And then we'll do the collective read. We're almost at the top of the hour. Yeah. Teri's going to be back with me next Sunday. I'm thrilled. Teri Suzuki is in Japan. And she's the most industrious person I've ever met. She knows how to build buildings, rip out walls, install things. She's doing it all herself out there. So, all right.
He's showing me the peace sign. And it's like he's showing me a female wearing it, Sarah, unless he was a very slim man. So I don't know if you know anything about that, if he's asking for peace in the family, or that peace sign would be right over your heart space.
Oh.
So he either wants you to find peace or he's happy that you've found so much peace. Go ahead. I'll go ahead and pick some more stuff up.
Sandra Dole, go ahead and put it in if you want. We'll see if we can get it. Hi, Paul Freed. It's nice to see you.
Oh.
I have here ancestry, and I love this because actually I see him as the younger of these individuals that are in the cards. In other words, I'm up here with all my grandparents, great grandparents, and cousins and uncles and all that stuff. He says it's just a really wonderful feeling to be with all these people again. You just have no idea. And they, I'm not a little boy anymore, but I can be one if I want to, because you can pick whatever age you want. So I get that. And then he says, time has gone so fast, and he just wants to. He said, "You were my little girl, and look at you're a woman, and look at the way you're living your life." And he's very, very proud of you.
Yeah.
He said, because look he's got you as a woman, and then he brings in the little girl.
Yeah. I get that
And
too.
the last card I get is that it was a privilege. It's a privilege to be your dad.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah.
He's bringing in the children. So I don't know if he and his siblings, or you and your siblings, or if there's unrest somewhere in the family. There's not any more on the other side ever. So they're all together. He's got his siblings around him. I don't know if you have a sibling that perhaps passed, but they're there as well. Um, look for signs from him because he's definitely sending you signs. Um, if there is some unrest somewhere and he's asking you to find peace, you're going to find a huge freedom with it. Like you're just going to be dancing with it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sarah. I hope that connects for you. This is a very quick question for Sandra. Why did they take Dr. Pohl off the air? Dr. Pohl was an online vet, apparently. You know, I'm getting that somebody complained. I feel like somebody complained, and if there's more than one, maybe their pet took the advice and their pet passed, or their pet suffered somehow. Because there are a lot of people that complain about things that others wouldn't. What about you, Teri? Any thoughts why they took him off the air?
Yeah, that sounds true. I mean, you know, you can get in big trouble for saying things and not saying that it's entertainment only.
Yes.
Lawsuits, and then you know, if you're on something like YouTube, they'll take you off, or if you're on another format, they'll take you off.
Yeah. It's true. That's very true. It reminded me of even Etsy. I had a gal that I loved buying metaphysical stuff from. This was a number of years ago, and all of a sudden they're gone. And they kicked her off for whatever reason. They didn't, maybe somebody complained or whatever, but yeah, unfortunately. He has a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure he does. People just love to, I want to say, sue people who have either a lot of money or a lot of knowledge, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, it upsets the apple cart, doesn't it?
It does. Absolutely.
Yeah, people get scared.
Conspiracy theories. Yeah. Very possible. Very possible.
Yeah, cancel culture.
Let's do a collective before we leave. We've had some folks waiting. So yay.
That was quick. Dang.
I know.
Seems like we just started talking.
We just started. I know. Time flies when you're having fun. Definitely. All right.
Wow, you guys are going places. This is amazing. So I get make some intentions because look at that beautiful glow.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Like make your story. I like to say write your story out, how your story ends or how your story begins, or what your story is if something hurts on your body. You know, write out your story that it's different, because you've got all sorts of synchronicities. You guys are coming into it. It's like there's a little palace there for you.
Wow.
And adventure's coming up, and you're in the gold, in the money.
Ooh,
the money.
I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of abundance around people right now.
That's awesome. Keep thinking abundantly. Don't think of lack. Think or limitation. Think that everything is already happening that you want. And so right now, this is great. It's showing me this beautiful image of an hourglass. Surrender, Dorothy. So it says time is fleeting, so don't miss the opportunity. Time passes very fast. Keith comes in to me on every Friday and goes, "It's Friday again. How did that happen?" Every single week. It seems like it. It really does. The week's going by fast. It says, what you are seeking is also seeking you, which is one of my favorite things to say anyway. And it says, when you rest, it will find you. So sometimes we'd like to go fast and get our gifts and all this stuff and know when things are going to happen. And divine timing. Finally, it says to begin again, to cut your losses and start anew. You'll gain more in the long run. So, believe in yourself. Believe in a world that is full of abundance. and love for you, and know that all of us are dealing with this kind of energy. But as a collective, we can bring that beautiful energy down and utilize it. All of us can utilize it. So,
Yeah, watch where you're putting your energy. It's like we can put our energy into abundance and into getting that gold and light, and resonating with that. Or we can put our energy into, like, I was thinking about that this morning because some Real Housewives thing came up, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch that. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's first thing in the morning, and a Real Housewife thing you're going to watch, and that's like not good energy. It's gossip,
that's
and
true.
gossip is not good energy.
Right.
So anyway, but sometimes it's fun. So
Well, I like 48 hours. I like to watch 48 hours, but usually it's not good energy. So I agree with you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Well, thank you, Teri. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And we'll see you on the Dream Show on Tuesday night. And we'll be back again next Sunday together doing this show. Thank you, Teri. You're a lifesaver. And thank you, everybody. Pot helps, Annie says. Okay. You mean like a pot of gold? No.
Yeah, pot of gold. That's what
Pot of
she's
gold.
talking about.
Hi, Mousy. Nice to see you. Take
Oh,
care,
no.
everybody. Ness, everybody that came in later. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye,
Bye, Julie.
everybody.
Bye-bye.